next we'll welcome to the stage Doms, the Secretary General of BAYAN USA, a national democratic organization of Filipino youth and students uniting with the toiling masses to fight for the genuine liberation of the Philippines. Welcome, Doms!
Who here last night was angry? Who was livid? Let me also ask, who was scared? Yeah. Who was anxious? Who was disappointed?
I was.
It's a natural thing. Last night's election of Donald Trump is an unnatural thing. Our fears, they're fine. Our anxiety, it's okay. But despite that, we are here tonight to take a stand, no? I'm reminding us that this feeling is okay because last night I came home around like 2 a.m. We were finishing making this banner after watching the results of the election. And I came into my dark apartment and my mom was sleeping. But when she heard the dog barking and I opened the door, she jolts up and she goes, "Anak, talagang nanalo ba si Trump? Is it true that Trump really won?" And I have to tell her yes. Trump did win. Trump, who hates people like my mother, a migrant worker, a caregiver, did win. That's now our president. And the thing is, maybe us as organizers, we're used to this, right? We're used to fighting against fascists. We're used to imperialism ruining the lives of so many people. But the broad masses of the people, those who clock in and clock out of our grocery stores, those who we say hi to when we step out of our apartments, those that we even honked the horn at because they ran the red light and it was your turn to make a left. They're not used to this. And so, like what was said earlier, I am a member of Anak Bayan. Anak Bayan is an organization of Filipino youth that is based here in the U.S., but first and foremost is based in our homeland, the Philippines. And we are here tonight to reaffirm and to stand true to our duty as youth, that we will not stay just on our campuses, that we will not just keep talking among our group of friends, among those who we are organized with, among those we call kasama or comrade, but we will make every attempt to go into our communities and explain to them, how could this have happened to them? How could this have happened to your co-workers? How could this have happened to your aunts, your uncles, your parents, your siblings? How could this have happened? And we have to be patient. And we've been patient before. And we have to remind them that this isn't the first time we've had to deal with this. We've dealt with fascists before, and we'll do it again. And it won't just be us, but it'll be everyone in our communities who have something to fight for, because all that they have is nothing. And so, I reiterate to all Filipino youth, who are confused, who are scared, who are troubled, do not be. We have an important role to play here. It was our ancestors who ousted the fascist Marcos. It was our parents who ousted isn't the fascist era. Our people got this. And it is our task to build unity with them. Because the masses aren't a faceless bunch of people. Like I said earlier, it's your neighbors, your coworkers, your friends. The guy who walks the dog every morning. That is the masses. They're the ones who are filling up the factories. They're the ones who are serving us in the drive-thrus. They're the ones who see you at the table at your favorite restaurant. They are the masses. And all of us are the masses. Trump might have a majority in the Congress. Trump might have a majority in the Senate. But we have the opportunity to build the majority in the streets and in our communities. Let us not forget, we must fight, we must educate, we must organize, and let's mobilize every single person we can. Because this is their livelihood. This isn't some weird boogeyman that the Democrats want us to think it is. This is our livelihoods. These are the low wages that won't go up anymore because the ballot failed for it.
Shame.
This is the failed ballot to expand rent control. And so the call is simple, no? We have to defend our people's struggles against fascism. But why do we struggle? We struggle so that we can fight for our jobs, health, and housing. It's as simple as that. And so, before we close out, or before I close out, we're not done yet. Before I close out for the night, I also just want to share a little bit about what this means for the Filipino people. Trump promised last night, right? He said, when I was the president, there were no wars. It was peace. Yeah, right. I read Project 2025. I know you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Because it says there that the top priority of the Trump regime is to continue to escalate the war with China. We don't believe that you're for peace. We know that you're fighting with China to open up new markets in the Asia Pacific. And when that first missile is fired from one of those US Navy ships, it's not Trump who's gonna die. It's our families back home, our fellow kababayan. And so, for us who are here tonight, for those who aren't, there is so much at stake. But we really have nothing to lose anymore. And so, let's go back to our communities tonight. Let's integrate with our communities. Let's educate them on what we need to fight for. Because that's all we can do right now. And so that when we come back here next week, next month, next year, the year after that, the year after that, and the year after that, and then probably some more years after that, we'll be bigger and we'll be stronger. And we won't just be here with those we call our comrades, but we will be here with those whom we call mom, dad, uncle, aunt, friend, classmate. Let's build the people's movement. And that is our task as youth today. Let us get off of our campuses, let's go into our communities, and let's build the base to fight for our people.
thank you to Doc from Anak Bayan, also reminding us of the importance to not throw people away, to not disregard them, but instead to be patient with them, to go to them, to link with them. Because we know that it is not just a small group of us that will be able to oust the fascist Donald Trump, but it has to be the majority of us, the masses.
That's right.